Hey guys, it's Steve. It is Sunday afternoon, March 13th, I believe. Yeah, it's March 13th, 2022. It's currently like 1:05 in the afternoon. Um, it should be 12:05, but it's 1:05 because of daylight savings. We had to push clocks forward at like 2 a.m. earlier this morning or last night, whatever you want to, you know, whatever you want to call it. Some people, it was technically this morning at 2 a.m., but some people still, you know, view 2 a.m. as last night. But, uh, yeah, daylight savings. I'm fucking tired because of this shit. I really did not feel like getting up at all this morning, but I did, and I was tired as hell. I had to lose a damn hour of sleep because of this stupid daylight savings. Yeah. Daylight savings, just, it's so stupid. I mean, yeah, we get an extra hour of sunlight in the summertime, which is fine, whatever, but I still think daylight savings is stupid. I mean, if we didn't have daylight savings, let's see, in the summertime, the sky gets dark, like completely pitch black at like 9 o'clock. That's when the sky gets pitch black. If we didn't have daylight savings, the sky would get pitch black at 8 o'clock. That'd be one less hour of sunlight, You still get a lot of sunlight in the summer, just you'll just get 1 hour less. You'll still get more sunlight than you do in the winter time. Yeah, it'd still get dark at like 5 o'clock in the winter because daylight savings ends in November. But, that one's better. Daylight savings ending time in November, that's better than daylight savings, where you push clocks backwards and you gain an hour of sleep. That one's way better. It's still stupid, but, at least you get an extra hour of sleep. But I hate having to take my clocks off the wall and, like have to grab my clock off the wall, try to, push the time backwards or forwards or whatever, put it back on the wall, and then my alarm clock, and have to try to set the time, like push it back an hour or push it forward an hour. And what's a pain in the ass about that is having to get it to the exact time, I want it to be the same exact time as all my other devices. Now, my other devices like my computer, my iPhones, that automatically sets itself. I don't have to change the time on those. But on my clocks, like my wall clock and alarm clock, I have to do it. It's a pain in the ass. I want to make sure every clock is at the same exact time, and sometimes it's kind of hard to do that. And I'm always, like a minute off or a couple minutes off, which, I mean, it's really not that big of a deal, but still, I kind of want all my clocks to be at the same exact time. Like, if it's 1:04, if the time is like 1:04 p.m., I want that clock and this clock to be at 1:04 a.m. as well, the same exact time. And I want them to change to 1:05 the same exact second. But it's kind of hard to do that. But, I just hate having to take the clocks off the wall and just change the damn time. If you saw my live stream I did last night, probably saw the part where I had to push the clocks forwards. Yeah. But, I'm tired as hell. Daylight saving, you lose a damn hour of sleep. I hate that so much. It's just sucks. It sucks especially if, like, you have to go to work or school the next day. Or, I mean, you don't got school Sunday, but even on the Monday after daylight savings, it's still bad. You're still tired. But it sucks if you, like, have to go to work or whatever. You have to be up early the Sunday of daylight savings, Oh, we'll go to bed an hour early. Yeah, well, sometimes it's kind of hard to do that. You're used to falling asleep at a certain time. Like, let's just say you go to bed at midnight. You know, you're used to going to bed at midnight, but if you push the clocks forward, midnight will then turn to 1 a.m. And basically, you have to go to bed an hour early, like midnight, which the day before it was like 11 p.m. You know, you're still not tired yet, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's kind of hard to do that, and you're tired as hell, especially if you have to be at work the next day or whatever. Like God, or anywhere, wherever you have to be. Maybe you have a doctor's appointment, dentist appointment. I don't know. You have to be up early for that. Yeah. You're just tired and you don't feel like getting up. You know? And, you know, hell, some people forget about daylight savings. You know, some people can forget about it. Like, let's just say whether it's daylight savings or daylight savings ending time. Let's just use daylight savings for example. Let's just say, you know, the next morning you gotta be up for something. Like for work or whatever, or, you know, maybe a doctor's appointment or whatever. You know, let's just say you have to be up at 6 o'clock a.m. and you have the doctor's appointment at 7 a.m. Well, you know, you forget to push clocks forwards. So then, when you wake up at 6 a.m. when it's really now 7 a.m., which is the time of your doctor's appointment or the time you gotta be at work or whatever. So you get up at 6 a.m., which is really now 7 a.m., you know, then an hour later you get to work or whatever, and then, yeah, you get to work and your boss is just standing there all pissed off. You're like, you're an hour late! What? No, I'm not. It's 7 a.m. I usually come here at 7 a.m. I woke up at 6. No. Well, it was daylight savings. It was daylight savings. You were supposed to change clock for... Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot about daylight savings. Damn it. You know, maybe your boss will be cool and understand, you know. It's alright. It's alright. I understand daylight savings. Or your boss may be an asshole, you know. Oh, you're fired for being late. Like, come on. Or like, let's just say you gotta be at school or whatever the Monday, you know, you forget about daylight savings, you know, you don't pay attention to the time or whatever on all your other devices where it has the exact time where it automatically set itself, but you pay attention to your wall clock or your alarm clock. You know, you start school at 8 a.m., you get up at like 7 a.m., you know. Well, then you get up at 7 a.m., which is really now 8 a.m. You get to school at 8 a.m., which is 9 a.m., and then you get a tardy or whatever. And if you get too many tardies, let's just say you already have too many tardies, if you have a certain amount, you get a detention. Let's just say you're one tardy away from detention. Well, you forget about daylight savings. You get to work or not work. You get to school the next day when it's like, you know, you think it's 8 a.m., but it's 9 a.m. Guess what? You got a detention because of stupid daylight savings, you know? Like, damn it. Thanks a lot, daylight savings. You know, the same goes with daylight savings ending time in November, you know. To say you got to get up at 6 a.m. or whatever, and you have work at 7 a.m., you get up at 6, which is now 5 a.m., and you get to work at 7 a.m., which is now 6 a.m. Heard a car. Nothing important. Yeah, you wake up at 6 a.m., which is now 5 a.m., you get to work at 7 a.m., which is now 6 a.m., and you realize, wait, where the hell is everyone? Why is the door still locked? It's 7 a.m. I go to work at this time, and you realize, oh, that's right. Daylight savings ending time. Oh, and you're kind of pissed off. Oh, I could have slept in an hour late. Damn it. Damn it. I could have slept in an hour later. No. You know, that's what, you know, some people forget about it, you know. It's just stupid. I just don't get the point of daylight savings. Ugh. Like it saves electricity. No, it doesn't. Doesn't save electricity or energy. People still have the light, like businesses or whatever in schools. They still have the lights on in the daytime. It's like sunny outside and schools still have the damn lights on in businesses. So that's bullshit. That doesn't, you know. Again, yeah, and the sun goes down. We get an extra hour of daylight. The sun goes down and gets pitch black at 9 p.m. But if you didn't do daylight savings, it would get dark at like 8 a.m. Whatever. We still get more daylight in the summertime than the winter. It's still a lot more daylight, Just fucking scrap daylight savings. Some places don't do daylight savings, like Arizona, Saskatchewan, Canada. Those people are lucky. They don't gotta change the time forward or backwards. Lucky them. But still, daylight savings is just so dumb. Nowhere should do daylight savings. It can even be bad for your health. Some people can get heart attacks or whatever from daylight savings. Some people, let's just say you're driving, you get up early and it's daylight savings, you lose an hour of sleep, and then you're driving on the road, you're getting to where you need to go, and you're so tired you may fall asleep behind the wheel and get into an accident. Possibly kill yourself or other people, That's what daylight savings can do. It's just stupid as hell. It doesn't save electricity or energy. It's pointless. It's really pointless having to do that. Just leave the damn clocks alone. Have the same time all year round. Yeah, the negative, we won't gain an hour of sleep in November when daylight savings ends, but at least we won't have to take the clocks off the wall and try to have to set the time to the exact time, like on all clocks. I don't know. You're just too damn tired in the morning on daylight savings. You're all grouchy because you're so tired. That's how I felt this morning. I was fucking grumpy as hell. I did not feel like getting up. I was in a bad mood. But, I could have slept in and out, but I don't want to do that. I want to get up at, the same time every day. I don't want to have to get up an hour later because of daylight savings. I like to be up at a certain time. But there's no point to daylight savings. It's so pointless. Yeah, we get an extra hour of daylight, but still, who cares? We'll still get an extra hour of daylight in the summer, more daylight in the summertime anyways than we do in the winter. I mean, I like it in the winter when the sun, this is just me, I kind of like in the winter time when the sun goes down at 5 p.m. when it's pitch black at 5, and then in the summer it gets dark later. I like it like that. But, I don't know. And another negative of daylight savings is now the sun is going to come up early, like at 5 a.m. It's going to be light outside at 5 a.m. I hate when it gets light that early. I'm still sleeping at that time. I don't want it to be too bright at 5, 6 a.m. when I'm still sleeping, and the sun interrupts my sleep. I gotta put a pillow on my face to prevent the sun from getting in my eyes or whatever. From the brightness, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's another negative daylight savings. The sun comes up earlier. But yeah, daylight savings is pointless. We shouldn't do it. Daylight savings needs to end everywhere, and just have the same time all year round. Yeah, it'll be less daylight an hour less, but you'll still get more daylight in the summertime. But yeah, that's really all I have to say for this. I basically mentioned the important things, and yeah. So yeah, daylight saving sucks. That's it for this video. And yeah, so have a good one, everyone.